This course is common for the A340-300 and A340-200. We will use the A340 as the generic term and occasionally refer to the two versions when appropriate. In this presentation, you will see a basic description of the A340 with all the controls in the cockpit. The A340 is the first Airbus four-engine aircraft. Powered with CFM56-5C engines, it can provide more non-stop ultra-long-haul services. With a maximum takeoff weight of 275,000 kilograms, the range of the A340-300 is 7,300 nautical miles. With a maximum takeoff weight of 253,500 kilograms, the range of the A340-200 is 8,000 nautical miles. The layout for passenger seating may be varied to suit operating requirements, but the cabin is equipped with a certified maximum of 440 seats for the A340-300, 375 seats for the A340-200. Let's look at the main dimensions for the A340-300. The A340-200 has exactly the same dimensions, except that it is about 4 meters shorter. The following areas are unpressurized: the tail cone, the main gear bay, the nose gear bay, and the radome. Let's briefly familiarize ourselves with the location of the communication antennas. VHF-1, VHF-2, VHF-3 and HF-1 and 2. Let's now have an overview of the location of the navigation antennas. Radar, localizer and glide slope, ATC-1 and 2, DME 1 and 2, GPS 1 and marker, 2, TCAS, ADF 1 and 2, radio altimeter 1 and 2, VOR. The minimum pavement width for a 180 degrees turn with symmetric thrust and no braking is 47 meters for the A340-300, 43 meters for the A340-200. For the A340-200 and 300, if the wing clears the obstacle, the tail will also clear it. There are 3 cargo compartments: a forward cargo compartment, an aft cargo compartment, and a bulk cargo compartment. The size of the fuselage accommodates standard containers. The cockpit of the A340, a two-man glass cockpit, is the most advanced cockpit of any civil airliner. It is designed for a two-member crew operation with 2 observer seats. The system controls are located on an overhead panel in such a way that both crew members can monitor them. It has an optimized layout of 6 CRT display units. The absence of control columns between the pilots and instruments ensures excellent visibility of all instruments. The pilot's seats are electrically or manually adjustable. All the seat adjustments will be presented during the simulator session. Click on the Overhead Panel area to display it. The overhead panel is used during the pre-flight to check that all the lights are out, dark cockpit philosophy, and in-flight to carry out emergency or abnormal procedures. The central part of the overhead panel is dedicated to aircraft systems such as air conditioning, electrical, fuel, hydraulic, and fire. Note, the most frequently used controls are located on the bottom part. For a closer look, let's select the fuel panel. On the left and right side is the system name. For each system, there is a schematic diagram. Notice all push buttons are in the lights out configuration. Click on the forward arrow to return to the cockpit. Click on the Glareshield area to display it. The Glareshield is used by the pilots for flight guidance and short-term flight management. It is also used to control the electronic flight instruments. Click on the forward arrow to return to the cockpit. Click on the Instruments. The Instruments panel provides the following information to the pilots: flight information through the Electronic Flight Instrument System, EFIS, and standby instruments. System information through Electronic Centralized Aircraft Monitoring, ECAM. Click on the Pedestal panel area. The pedestal includes the controls which are usually found in conventional aircraft: radio communication, flaps, speed brakes, engine controls. It also includes the ECAM control panel, the multipurpose control display units, MCDU, which are the long-term interface with the flight management and guidance system. Click on the forward arrow to return to the cockpit. Finally, click on either side stick area to display them. The aircraft is flown manually using either side stick. They are located on the left and right sides of the cockpit.